Alright, what's poppin', people? Welcome to episode number 5 of the Pick and Pop podcast. Here with my boy, my brother, Mercutio. What's good, bro?
Alright, fuck you. My name is Mauricio. You know I fucking hate that shit. But all good, bro. You had a great night last night.
Yeah,
You
bro.
know, yeah, bro.
What you end up doing?
I ended up going to New York for a friend's birthday.
Mm,
It was cold as hell, but
bro, it's
I look
so
I look
brick.
fly as hell though, bro. You know, I had the little turtleneck going on.
It's
I had the
so
fucking
brick, bro.
yeah, but nah, yeah, it was brick as fuck, bro.
It's brick as
But
fuck. Straight up.
fuck it.
Oh, God. Alright, so before we get into it, man, it's nothing like a little basketball related. I just wanted to give a quick, you know, not moment of silence just because, it's crazy, but today news broke that Jason Frank, um, one of
AKA
my
the Green Power Ranger.
a lot of different Rangers, probably best known as the Green Ranger. I knew him the best as the Black Ranger from the Dino Power and all that. Um,
Really?
no, of course, like obviously like him as the Green Ranger, like that's just
Nah, I
iconic.
knew him.
But
The Green Ranger was when he was bad.
when he was like Sensei, like
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? That shit was fire, but.
Yeah,
Man, it just sucks, bro. There's a lot of famous people just dying, bro. It's like every other day, I swear to God. Like,
sucks.
and I don't want to put the information out there, but the cause of death is out, and if that's true, it's very unfortunate. Especially somebody who has suffered from mental health myself. It's just a very unfortunate thing and it affects a lot of people. So I want to give my condolences to his family. He was an absolute legend, and he definitely impacted my childhood. Um, You got anything to say on that, bro, before we continue? Because I don't want to drag it out too much.
Nah, yeah, man. Like he said, rest in peace. Obviously he's a great memory for all of us, no matter what color he wore in the shows for us when we were younger. But he's gonna be missed, and rest in peace.
100%. All right, so let's get into some of these articles. Um, there's a lot
Let's
of
do it.
injuries. A lot of injuries, bro. Let's talk
Uh-huh.
about some of these. Um, Ja. Ja has a grade 1 sprain in his ankle. Bro, that game, I Ja's doing stuff, bro. The you saw like the inbound when he like turned, caught it.
Bro, yo, like that
Yo,
IQ is wild,
yo,
bro.
Ja is
Like
doing
that,
crazy
and that
shit.
was for the L too, which
Yeah,
pissed
bro.
me off.
Ja's
Holy
doing
shit.
crazy shit. It's a ankle sprain, grade 1. Um, he'll be week to week, so it's unfortunate for that Grizzlies team. However, I mean, we saw this last year. They could probably keep themselves above water.
Yeah,
So
bro, they
I'm
can.
I'm not tripping too much on that. It's unfortunate. A lot of these injuries that we're gonna read off are a little bit unfortunate, but we're gonna
Mhm.
see. Zion's been out 3 games with the foot injury. He said he's coming back for the Warriors, which is
Oh,
good.
excuse me.
You're good. Obviously, we want Zion to stay healthy
Play, play.
and having a good season. So let's just hope when
Mhm.
he comes back, if he does come back for the Warriors, he looks good.
Mhm.
Kyrie's coming back, which we're gonna talk about a little bit later. Maxi's
Sure.
out 3 to 4 weeks with left foot injury. He suffered that against the Bucks. That's a huge hit to the 76ers, in my opinion. They lose 20 points of scoring there. So when Maxi's out, you kind of see Harden's numbers go up a little bit. So we'll see what's up. Is James back yet?
I don't think I've seen him back yet, and not just that, bro. Embiid's been balling out,
If James is out and Maxi's out, then it's all on Embiid.
and Embiid's been balling lately, bro.
Yeah. So hopefully
Like,
Tobias can pick it up a little bit
yeah, step up.
for sure. Kevin Love has a
Mhm.
thumb fracture. Um, hairline
It's always
fracture in
something
his
happening to
right
his.
thumb. I swear to God, right? He's always injured
It's
with
always
something.
something to his hand, bro. Is it either his hand, a foot, or something, bro?
Hairline fracture in his right thumb will be evaluated daily. All right. And then Cade is out indefinitely. He has a stress fracture in his shin and may need surgery, which
Ooh.
is that's a massive hit to Detroit. But also,
Mhm.
Cade is a player that we talked about early on. He's been very impressive.
He has.
But unfortunate injuries, all the players that we mentioned, speedy recovery to everybody. It's the NBA though, every year there's always injuries to key players. So just wanted to list those off real quick. Who do you think though, out of those guys, which injury? besides like Zion, because he's gonna come back, which injury do you think is gonna affect the team the most? Like which injury?
I think the Maxi injury is gonna affect the team the most.
I agree. That's where I was going
Obviously,
to.
yeah, obviously Embiid's been balling, but still, like, if Tobias can't pick it up to be number two, and it's all on Embiid, bro, that he's. I mean, like, don't get me wrong, Embiid is a MVP level player in my opinion,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
he's been balling out. But when you don't have that second option to, like, when you're trying to catch your breath, that's after like getting a block down on the other side, trying to catch your breath and then like dunk it down, it's tough. I think he could do it, but Speeder recovered to Maxi because he does need to come back for Philly and get those points back up. And he's also been balling out well without Harden on the floor as well.
I
So
agree.
that too.
I was gonna go Maxi as well, just because I think with Harden out, I mean you're gonna have to rely a lot on Tobias Harris. They don't really have like another guy on that team that can make
Hmm.
up for those points that they're missing. Like we talked about it earlier in the season, but Philly's not that deep, and they need those guards. Two like basically their two main guards are out, so it's gonna be tough. You don't want to put too much stress on Embiid before the playoffs.
Word.
Um, but yeah,
And it's still early, bro. Like we're what within like the 20s, like reaching the 20s now, and
yeah,
like how many games we've been playing?
right,
They've
right.
been playing. I said we, but
uh,
yeah.
nah, but I feel that for sure.
Hmm.
Let's move on to Katie's comments. I know you saw them.
Hmm.
Um, I kind of tweeted about it a little bit. I wasn't a fan, but I'm gonna let you kind of tackle it first because I do have a lot to say about it. Um,
Okay.
but in terms of the
Yeah.
Nets, like I'm not mad about the way that it's been going. So, what did
So
you think about the comments?
so obviously all over Twitter and any other place that people like to talk basketball, um, there's been people like coming at KD, be like, "Oh, this is why he's not a good leader." This and then the third, and like, yeah, you never want to hear the best player of your team like talk down on other players or even like name them. But in my opinion, I don't see it as that much of a bad thing.
Mm,
Yeah, maybe some egos got hurt, maybe some people got a little hurt by it or whatever, but they've been playing good.
they
Like
have.
after that, they've been balling. Like I'm not mad about that. Like if you're saying something, you gotta say something, and then if the locker room hears and they're like, I bet, like we're disappointing our guy. Like
Yeah.
we gotta step it up, and they have, which is great. And so I'm not seeing it as a bad thing. Like that's if that's KD's leadership style, go right ahead. I don't mind it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. If anything, bro, keep it pushing. Just don't push it too far, bro.
Mm.
That's it.
I didn't like it personally.
Mhm.
I still don't like the comments. I don't think you should ever name drop like that. Um, I hate when LeBron used to do it. I hate that KD did it. But
Mhm.
the the reaction from the team I think is the most important part because that's how
Yeah.
you know that there's a level of professionalism and that's how you know guys um they're listening to Jacques Vaughn and the way that his leadership style is because we had a tough loss to the Kings. It was such a crazy shootout. It was 120 to 153. Like it was just a crazy high scoring game. But we got some really good wins in that time period too. Like we smacked around the Knicks, beat the Clippers by 20, had an unfortunate loss to the Lakers. There was just nothing falling that game. And then Royce
Royce O'Neal
O'Neal
had that put back.
triple double that game too, and he had that putback, just not giving up, like playing every
Mhm.
single second of the game, which is just perfect. So, they're 7-9 right now, um, which puts them where they at? That's 10th in the West, so they're a one game back from the Sixers and the Knicks for that eighth spot. Obviously, still early in the season, so Kyrie is supposed to come back this week, right? I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
he was supposed to come back after the road trip. I believe
Yeah,
so.
so he's back. We'll see how they integrate because the Nets have been one of the top like defensive rated teams since Kyrie's been out. I don't necessarily think Kyrie's a defensive liability. because he actually is kind of scrappy and he's quick and he gets into people.
We
So I
all
don't
saw how he
I don't
locked up
think
Harden last year.
yeah I don't think Kyrie's a defensive liability at all. But um yeah, I mean we'll see. Guys like Yuta Watanabe, he's playing out of his mind, leading the NBA in 3-point percentage. Seth is finding his footing. Harris is finding his footing. Everybody's playing hard, and I like it a lot. But back to KD's comments, maybe he reached out to his teammates after that, but I just think you should never name drop. And the way that he just dropped all the names, but again, maybe the young players are affected by it because Clax, ever since those comments, he's actually looked like ass. If I'm being honest. But
Mm-hmm.
guys like Royce, they wasn't even affected by those comments. It's like I think Royce
Yeah.
is a level at a place in his career where he's in his prime and he's like, bro, like I get what he's saying. Like I get what he's trying to say. On paper, like if you showed me these names, like nobody's gonna pin us to win everything. But I tweeted about it. I'm like, those comments can go one of two ways. Either people are gonna be like, fuck you, watch this, and it's gonna fuck up the chemistry, or it's not gonna bother them at all, and they're just going to continue to do their best and be professionals. So I like the way that the team responded, but I thought the comments were poor from KD. I think if he
Mm-hmm.
had different personalities on that team, it would have affected the team in a different way. If he had like egos, like real egos, Ben Simmons can't have an ego with the way that he's been playing. Even though,
He's been playing better recently
yeah,
too.
these past 2 games he's been really good. But
Mm-hmm.
obviously, the way he started, there's no room for you to talk right now, bro. We just need you to get better.
Yeah.
Kyrie's been out, so the stars been a little quiet. Um, but no, I like it. I like the way that the team responded, and I'm excited. Obviously I'm a Nets fan, so I want to see us do better. But
Mm-hmm.
it's been a rough start. It's been a rough start.
It has been. All right. So moving forward, I want to ask you a question, bro. So we've talked about Luca, and we also talked about Giannis in the previous episodes.
Yeah,
But I want to ask you, which one of them has a bigger impact on the team?
between Luca and Giannis, who has a better
Mm-hmm.
impact?
Mm-hmm. It's a tough question.
That is tough, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that is actually a really tough question. Um, damn. I'm gonna go with what, bro? I'm gonna go with Luca.
Oh,
And the
okay.
reason why I'm gonna go with Luca, and let me just obviously preface my comments by saying that I think Giannis is the best player in the world. But I think Luca has a bigger impact on his team because he orchestrates the offense. He is the way that he orchestrates the offense is CP3, Bron kind of orchestrating without the athleticism of like LeBron. Like he's not an athletic player. He just gets to his spots. He's probably the most fundamentally sound player in the league. But he gets to his spots. You can't speed him up. You can't slow him down. Um, but his passing ability, the way he sets up, and just his basketball IQ, I think, is what impacts Dallas's success more. Giannis is a monster in terms of points because you can't stop him, and rebounds because of how hard he plays. But Giannis isn't a great passer. Luca is a great passer.
He
And I
is.
think that players like Christian Wood benefit a lot. Um, Guys like Dinwiddie like benefit a lot from the way that Luca play makes, and I think he makes people around him better. And if Luca was not on the Mavericks, I do not think that they have enough names on that roster to keep them above water. Not saying that the Bucks are full of stars, but they're so well coached and so good defensively. If you have a great defensive team, they can help like hold themselves above water, like they did when Giannis was out, with his injury. But outside of that, the Bucks are 11-4, and mind you, Giannis missed some time. The Mavericks are 9-6, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, obviously in the West it's a little different again early in the season, but because of the passing and the way that the ball is in his hands and he needs to orchestrate, I think Luca has a bigger impact on Dallas, uh, in terms of his value to that team.
Okay. I like your response, but I'm gonna go the complete opposite way. Uh, as much as I like Luca, because he is a great player for all the points that you brought up. I'd rather go with Giannis, and here's why. Besides the passing ability, Giannis has what Luka doesn't have. Giannis is a great defender, which impacts a lot on the team. So, for example, let's say a great example would be the finals. He got the block on Aiton, ran down, they passed him the ball, he dunks it. Like just being able to impact it on the opposite end really helps the offense as well. Because then he just got to pass it to Drew Holiday and get to his spot, or they'll set him up, and he's just there. Not just that, I've also seen him have good games where he has passed the ball pretty well. That's also great to see. And just that team is built for him as well. Just how the Mavs are being built for Luca,
Mm-hmm.
the Bucks are built for Giannis. It's just he has enough shooters around him where they could hit shots if he passes it out,
Mm-hmm.
and he also has great defensive players. Obviously, Drew Holiday is a really good player.
Yeah.
He's a name. Chris Middleton, I can't wait for him to come back because I want to see what he's gonna do this year.
Yeah.
And overall, I just think Giannis just has a bigger impact because he does both ends. Just how when we had the KD Giannis debate, you brought up the both ends, and that's a really good reason to go with Giannis in my opinion.
I don't think there's really a wrong answer just because they both do things that the other doesn't.
Mhm.
Um, so I don't know. I think it's really close.
Yo, I have a theory too. I think what's Lucas' coach name? I keep forgetting. Fuck.
Jason Kidd.
Yeah, Jason Kidd. I think Jason Kidd is like taking what the Bucks have done with Giannis and shit over the years. As in, like they built around him, like they're building around Luca in a similar way.
It's
If
because
you've like seen it,
Jason Kidd was fucking Giannis's coach.
yeah, I know.
He
He
did
like he
the
built that.
literally just brought the same system over.
Yeah, he built it, bro. Like
But
I'm
I
really
think
happy.
that
Like,
system works better if you have a guy that can pass. You know what I mean? Like if you
hmm
put the ball in the guys who can pass his hands, like Jason's kid
hmm
system. He's gotten so much better as a coach, bro. Because like I remember when he was a coach of the Brooklyn Nets when I was
good
like
coach.
11, 12. He was
hmm
kind of fucking ass. Like when he first started coaching, it was so ass. And like I don't know, KG and Paul Pierce were out there looking like they weren't even listening to his play calls and shit. So I don't know, but
you think Steve Nash is gonna have like a resurgence like Jason Kidd did?
I don't think Steve Nash can be ahead right now.
Mhm.
I don't think.
I'm just saying, like down the line, let's say like he starts being assistant coach or something like that,
Well,
and then down the line becomes a head coach. You
I
think he's
just
gonna be
can't. I
as
can't.
good?
I don't know, man. I can't. I can't guarantee that he loves like coaching. I don't know if he loves
Mhm.
coaching. I think
Okay.
he might be a good like secondary coach, like an assistant, or he might be like an offensive coordinator or something
hmm
along those lines. Um, cause I don't know. I just like when he was working with the Warrior staff. I think that's where he like the best. When he was on like the team with the Warriors and stuff like
Yeah.
that. But I don't know. I think as a head, he has too much to learn right now. So if he could just be an assistant for a time, like give Jason Kidd like Steve Nash. Now you have two of the greatest point guards of all time on the
Working
sidelines
together.
with Luca. Nah, that's perfect. But I don't. I
hmm
don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Okay. I like that opinion.
I'm not a fan of that. I don't know. Nash,
All
it's just disappointed me as a coach.
right.
He really did.
Hey, I mean, you're the Net fan, bro. You know about that.
Yeah, I mean, so, whatever.
Yeah. All right. So moving forward, we're gonna go into the plays of the week from the tape. All right. So kicking off with our first clip, we got the Hawks just closing out the Toronto Raptors. Look at this pass. Bang, bang, easy. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.
Yo,
Look at
imagine
this.
being AJ Griffin and like knowing that if you miss this shit,
They are on your ass.
yo,
Yo, look, yo.
Scotty.
If you see the clip, bro, just you can see Trey just trolling the fuck out of the fucking the Raptors. Look at this
I
shit.
didn't know
Man.
that.
Lob, catch, lay. Trey.
That
Oh,
is
man.
pressure. I don't care. That is fucking pressure.
Great play, bro. Great plays. Great plays.
Number 2, we got Laurie Marketing going to work. This is a tough move, bro.
Great shot, in my opinion.
This is like kind of the first time you've seen this. I didn't really watch this completely.
Woo!
Oh, oh,
Just he's been having a great season.
oh.
That's what we
Whose bomb
said.
is that? Oh.
Hey yo! And now we got my OKC boy SGA just putting in our little flash.
So many of these game winners are
That's
just
it.
all fucking net, bro.
Bro,
Straight bottom.
Just flash, bro. It's that,
Gosh, shit is fucking gross.
bro. Like he was such a great pick. I can see why Doc Rivers didn't want to give him up when he was on the Clippers.
Oh
And you
man.
could see it. Great player. Great player. That's nasty. Look at this. And cross. Step back. Launch. Flash. Easy. Just like that. Look at the fans. Yo, look at the fans.
Yeah, they was all fucking.
Look. Oh, they. They're like, come on.
So if we go over to the West Coast, a team that has the same record as my Nets, who are literally the defending champs. Another 7-9 team in the Warriors. They've had a rocky start to the season, but unlike a lot of people, I'm not really worried about what's going on with them. To
Mhm.
be honest, like for example, their past 6 games, they've gone 3-3 in their past 6 games. They beat the Knicks on Friday. They play the Rockets today, so I think that might be a dub for them. They play the Pelicans tomorrow, the Clippers on Wednesday, Jazz, Timberwolves. That's like this week. Some tough games there for sure. Um, what do you think is the problem? Why do you think they started so slow? Is it like a continuity issue? Like what is it?
Um, like you in the sense, I'm really not worried because that's just a team that's just always there in the West at the end.
Yeah.
Um, so I'm not really worried about them making to the playoffs or anything like that. But I'm not sure. They did have a pretty rough start. Obviously, what happened with Draymond and Jordan Poole happened, but I don't think that affected them that much.
Yeah.
I think what's been going on is just like a lot of talk of like what's gonna happen next. Like this is like their last dance in a sense.
Right.
Um, they there's been talks about putting Clay on the bench and having Jordan Poole be Steph Curry's number 2 because
Mhm.
he does play better with Curry. Um, it's a lot of uncertainty in that team with future positions and like spots and who's gonna have what.
Yeah.
So if that's what's affecting them, they need to just forget about it and keep it pushing, because
Mhm.
there's you still got this season together. So make something happen. You get me? But other
Yeah.
than that, like just seeing Curry drop 50 for the L is
Mhm.
it's just mind blowing for me, bro.
For sure.
Like you got Stephen Curry dropping 50 and you can't get the dub is what is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
So what team was it that he dropped 50 with and like they
The
couldn't get the dub?
Suns, they
It was the
lost by like
Suns.
10 points.
That's crazy. Like that's crazy. First of all, like nah,
Yeah,
Curry
no,
dropped
that's OD.
50 for you, bro. You couldn't
That's OD.
that's wild. But like I said, and I will stand by my statement, that team is just always there, bro. So I'm really not worried about them. But
It's a
they
weird one.
gotta figure that shit out.
It's a weird one. I don't like I said, we're not really tripping, so this isn't us like saying anything about the Warriors. I don't agree with the Klay Thompson like bench thing because him and Jordan Poole's stats are legitimately identical, and Klay has better rebounds and the assists aren't too far off. So like their stats are identical,
Mhm.
and that's Steph Curry's just duo, so they're probably not gonna make that change as much as they're. I think Jordan Poole works the best in that 6 man role when he's coming out and he's just lighting up from the bench. He gives them like
Mhm.
that spark. So
That second punch.
exactly, and there's just no reason to change it. Wiggins, he's playing really good, consistent.
Mhm.
He's leading the league in or leading the league, leading the team in steals and blocks. Draymond's leading the team in assists, Looney in rebounds. So I don't know. They still have a pretty deep bench, but you know what I think the biggest reason why their defensive efficiency is down, bro, is because they lost Gary Payton,
Gary Payton
the
was
second.
like he was a great player for them last year. He
He
was just
was
on people.
besides Wiggins, he was the best defender on that team.
Hmm.
Like better than Draymond, and that's a big loss. And they basically replaced him with players like Jamichael Green.
Hmm.
They brought in DiVincenzo. And then the other two players, and Wiseman has been ridiculously inconsistent.
I think they dropped him down to the G
He's
League.
been playing the G League, bro, because
Hmm.
he's throwing the ball away. He's not defending. He's giving up easy layups. Like he's not going for blocks. Like I've seen some of these highlights, and on Twitter they had like a thread of how bad he's been, like the plays, and I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Like you were supposed to be like the key when you came
Hmm.
back. Like okay,
Yeah.
now all right, Wiseman's back. Like I kept hearing that Wiseman will be back. Like whatever, whatever. It's like the same thing with like Robert Williams. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
when Robert Williams comes back, they have that middle piece. Like they're gonna be fine. That was supposed to be Wiseman, and Wiseman is just playing like absolute fucking dog shit. And he got sent down to the G League.
Hmm.
Honestly, bro, it's like wake the fuck up. Like, what are you doing?
No, yeah.
There's
That's
a top pick should never, never, ever be playing like that. If you see his contemporaries balling the fuck out, like, what are you doing? Makes no
no,
sense to
I
me.
agree. There's been also clips of him just like demanding the ball and not getting it, and then him pouting after too.
A lot of that, but also he's just not playing hard. He's walking
Yeah.
out there. He's not
Hmm.
running back. Like it's disappointing to see, right? Like
I
especially in a
agree.
culture like Golden State. Like if I was a top pick like that and I got an opportunity like that, bro, I'm showing out. Cause why? That's easy. That's jewelry right away. That's
Hmm.
jewelry right away, bro. If I do what I have to do, if I'm blocking shots, give me 2 blocks a game, bro. That's jewelry immediately. Well, I could catch a lob from Steph Curry. You can't stop him going in. There's no reason why Steph Curry is averaging 32 points per game right now. He's averaging 32, 6 and 6 with a steal a game. His turnovers are down.
Yeah.
Curry's playing unbelievable.
He
And
is, bro.
we're about to get into that in a little bit, in terms of these point guards, but like the fuck? That's hella disappointing. Wiseman, look at me.
Wake up.
Wake up, bitch. Fuck you doing? Wake the fuck up.
That's crazy, bro.
Right. Like what? Like the fuck's going on? The G League? Like I sound like Stephen A. The G League? Come
Nah,
on,
bro.
bro.
That's it. Like I agree, bro. It's crazy to have to be a very good draft pick and then being dropped down to the G League
The
as
G
like, bro,
League?
wake up, bro. Like, what are you doing? But
The second pick in the draft? The G League? Come on, bro. Fuck are you doing, man? Let's move on, bro. I don't even want to talk about this.
yeah.
Nah.
All right. So moving forward, another team, in my opinion, that
Ooh.
I put him in that same light as Utah,
Ooh.
the Sacramento Kings, bro.
Ooh.
They've been surprising lately. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
They've been playing young. They've been playing quick, and they've been defending. And fucking Box, oh
Yep.
my god, he's playing great.
Yep.
Sabonis is also doing amazing. Like this team, in my opinion, came out of nowhere,
Yep.
and all the props in the world to the coach. Um,
Yep.
Great coach. He's doing well with the team. He came out of that Warriors coaching unit.
Yep.
So yeah, I see them making the playoffs if they keep playing like this. But I'm not expecting them to like go to the finals or anything like that. But
Yeah.
they're gonna be an annoying team that you got to go through because they're just young and they're quick and they're gonna play defense, bro. They got a very good coach with them. So
Yeah. Mike Brown's he's always
hmm
solid. Um,
yeah.
I like the way that De'Aaron Fox has been playing, bro, because there's been a lot of chatter about De'Aaron, and I know he's the guy, and he's been
hmm
the guy for since he came in.
hmm
But we needed to see that consistent like all-star level De'Aaron Fox.
Bro, I
And
agree, cause like real quick, bro, like I remember when De'Aaron Fox got drafted. You get me?
yeah.
It was a few years ago. We were young as hell, and I don't remember him making as much noise as he is now, bro. Cause like he made noise in the beginning because he was just fast as fuck with the ball,
Yeah, he was the
and
fastest
that's what
player, so it's like, damn.
everybody was just like, yo, like this man is fast as shit.
Swipe up.
They that was back in
That was Lonzo's
that was
draft.
back, yeah, that was back
That
when
was
Westbrook
Lonzo Tatum draft, bro.
they compared Westbrook and De'Aaron Fox with the how fast they are with the ball,
Yeah,
and he was faster by like point .1, I think. But that shit's crazy. And then from there it was like quiet. Then it
yeah,
got quieter. But now he's just had a resurgence, bro, and I'm very happy with that.
yeah.
Cause you got me.
I like this team. I really do. I like their starting lineup. It's actually fire. Their starting lineup is fire. What they need is a center. If they got like a top center,
They got
like
rid of Bagley.
yeah, I mean fucking Bagley trash ass. I don't even want to talk about fucking Bagley. Fucking Bagley, bro. That boy is dog shit, man. Ugh. I can't even like, man. You know I don't like
Bro.
talking shit about my Duke boys, but Bagley's just fucking man, whatever. But I like this team. De'Aaron is leading in points, assists, and steals.
Mhm.
Um, they're not a great defensive team, but they do enough, right?
Mhm.
So their last 10, they've won. They've gone 8-2. They're on a 5-game winning streak. They play the Pistons today. So bonus, I think, is solid. He's been solid for a very long time. All star level, yeah. Um, maybe not
Mhm.
this year, but 17 points, 11 assists, 6 assists, or sorry, uh, 17 points, 11 rebounds,
Mhm.
6 assists. Half a block a game, a steal a game. I would like him, just to be better on the defensive end. But Sabonis is solid. So listen to the starting five, right? Because I'm not sure who they're playing at center. I don't know who the starting center is for this team.
Okay.
But it's De'Aaron Fox, Sabonis, Kevin Herter, who I think is
He's
a very
solid.
solid player, and then Malik.
Mhm.
I think the Lakers miss Malik Monk, in my opinion.
They do.
He's a monster. But if they added like a solid center to that team, like,
I, I
uh,
think Malik is on the bench.
maybe it's like Keegan Murray starting over him.
Yeah, I think it's
They also have Harrison Barnes, so he probably plays more than he does. Yeah,
yeah,
no, Malik is coming off the bench for sure.
and they also have Davion Mitchell. I hope I said his name right.
Davion Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah, for defense they could just put him on whoever they need to have him guard up on.
But yeah, Keegan Murray, yeah, that makes sense because Keegan Murray's the
Mhm.
pick from the draft, so they're definitely gonna give him some run. But I like this team, and they're making a lot of noise. And Mike Brown, he's always gonna keep his players motivated. I like Mike Brown as a coach. Um,
Mhm.
but I don't know, man. I think kind of what we talked about with Mark with Utah. It's like they're probably the two teams that are gonna be pretty good throughout the regular season, and then in the playoffs they're gonna fizzle out. They're gonna
Mhm.
fizzle out if they make the playoffs, which I think they will. They'll probably be in that 6, 7, maybe the eighth seed where they are right now. They might stay there, but I think they'll fizzle out eventually. But I like them, and I think it's good to talk about them because the Aaron Fox needs a little bit of shine. I don't think the Aaron Fox is gonna be in Sacramento, um, when he
Really?
becomes a free agent. Nah, I don't think so. De'Aaron Fox looks visibly upset with that team when they were losing. Like obviously now winning fixes everything.
Mhm.
Um, but no, like he's gonna go at some point. He's
What
gonna
what
he's
what
gonna
team
be
do
on
you
a
think
team.
could use a
If
De'Aaron Fox
I'm
on their team?
De'Aaron Fox, I'm
Mhm.
going to like one of the top 5 players in the league. If I'm De'Aaron Fox, I'm thinking the Bucks. If I'm coming up
Ooh.
as a free agent, bro, and I'm a guard, I'm like, where do I want to go to Milwaukee. I want to go play with that guy.
So I have one for you. In my opinion, he's getting old, so I feel like replacing him with Fox would be the best bet for everybody,
Ooh,
and that is Miami Heat. him with Jimmy
Oh, instead of Lowry.
and and Bam, I think that'll be
Ooh,
tough because
I like
they'll
that.
be able to play a lot faster. He could just send it up
Yeah, I
for
like
Bam to
that.
grab that shit. Jimmy's gonna be Jimmy, bro. We already know what Jimmy can do. He's proven himself in the playoffs, and I don't
Or
have an issue with him.
if they have the cap room at the time, like whenever he becomes a free agent, I don't know when his contract is up, but Boston, go make a big three over there. Go to Denver.
Boston,
Like I always bring up Denver because
you always bring up
if
Denver.
you give Jokic like one more guy, I think it's over. I think they win the chip. To be honest, they're like one guy away.
Jokic just needs. Okay, here's my thing with Denver. They're always missing something. You get me?
Yeah,
Like every year they always make the playoffs. They're always a tough out. And it's just like you can see it that they can definitely win a chip pretty soon. It's just they just need that one piece.
yeah, yeah,
Having Jamal Murray out was hurt, like it hurt, but still they still made the playoffs and they still saw the Warriors. And then you could literally see that shit in those playoff games against the Warriors. Like my boy was tired.
yeah.
Now imagine having him and De'Aaron Fox running that,
Exactly.
bro. Like my boy gets to breathe. He could play make, and if like they're on his ass, you're good.
He's a
You
like
got
a
De'Aaron
true
Fox
point
right
guard.
there. Yeah, you got
True
De'Aaron
point
Fox
guard.
right there that could just set it up for you if like they're on your shit.
I could see something
So
like that, or even I mean, he might choose an LA team. He might do something. I just don't think he's gonna finish his career as a Sacramento King.
I think if he's gonna choose an LA team, I don't think he's going to the Clippers. I think he might be going to the Lakers.
Yeah, probably.
hmm
I think the Clippers have too much. They have too much talent,
They
and
do.
it's like where do we fit him? Unless it's like a trade situation, but I don't think
hmm
he'll force himself out.
hmm
Um,
I agree.
but yeah,
No, but I still like that Miami pick.
I like
I
that
brought
too.
up.
I do like
Like
Miami.
I
I
think
think
that's like a
he'll
great
fit in
spot for him.
Miami too. He's a
Yeah,
dog,
hell
bro.
yeah.
He's a dog.
hmm Yeah, I
All
agree.
right.
Completely agree.
So, question of the day. This is a good one. Top 5 point guards in today's NBA. Give me
Okay.
your top 5 right now in the
My
NBA.
top 5 point guards would definitely have to be
Mhm.
Luca because Luca's just been balling the fuck out. I got Luca at number one.
Mhm.
Number two, my recent 50 bomb boy, Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Number three, I got Ja Morant because come on now,
Yeah,
that's my
yeah.
boy Ja. Please get back from injury pretty soon, bro. I want to see you ball. At number four, let me see who I'm gonna put at number four. Hmm, number four. I had it right here. 1 second. Okay, number four, I got Trey Young.
Okay.
Definitely have him up there because he's been playing amazing recently. And as much as I hate to say this, Damian Lillard at number five. Damian Lillard at number five.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Um, he's just doing great, and you know
Yeah.
I applaud you, Dame. Good shit. I
That's crazy.
applaud you. Good shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna go Steph Curry as the best point guard in the league right
hmm
now. I think if he wasn't playing how he's playing, the Warriors are literally bottom of the West.
I
Um,
agree.
I just think we gotta. There's been a lot of respect on his name very recently, but I think Steph is he's unbelievable, man. So I'm gonna give it to Steph.
hmm
I agree with number two, or like I'll put we basically flipped them, but I'll put Luca at number two for sure.
Okay.
Um, he he's might be averaging a triple double this season, bro. And he's my MVP pick, and it's still looking very good for that.
It's looking a lot better actually.
Yeah, for sure.
hmm
Number three, I got Ja. I think Ja. If those two aren't in the league, I think Ja's the best point guard in the league.
hmm
For sure. Four, I actually have Harden.
I don't consider Harden a point guard.
He's averaging 10 assists.
I
Like
don't consider. Yeah,
he's
bro.
the point guard of that team, bro.
He's forever a
Max,
shooting
he's the
guard in
shooting
my
guard.
head. He's forever a
But
shooting
you
guard in
know
my
that
head, bro.
Harden's been playing
I
more
know,
point
bro.
guard as he's gotten older. Like
in the
I
past
agree
with the
with you.
past two
Prime
teams.
Harden is a shooting guard. Like
Mhm.
if when you do his all-time ranking, he's gonna be a shooting guard.
Yeah.
But right now, he's a point guard.
Yeah, no,
Um,
definitely. He's been playing point for the Sixers, and he was
yeah,
also playing point for Brooklyn when he was
yeah,
there.
he's averaging
Kyrie
10.
dropped
So
to the two,
I
and
got
they went
him
up
at
to two.
4. And
Mhm.
number 5, love Dame, love Chris Paul. Love them a lot. But I'm gonna have to give it to Trey Young, bro.
Okay.
Trey's a beast, and I'm gonna put Trey at number 5. I think Trey and Harden are very close. You could flip those.
Mhm.
I think Ja's better than both of them, and then it's not necessarily that Luca and Steph are leaps and bounds ahead of Ja Morant, but I just think they're better than him right now. And I think Steph's just still a little bit better than Luca, just because he just proved it in the finals. You know what I'm saying?
That shooting
Um,
ability is just unmatched.
yeah, it's just I mean when you're talking about top 10 all time, like it's a different conversation. So I'm gonna put Trey there because I think Trey's having a fantastic season. Another like 10 assists per game guy, and it's just crazy how good some of these point
Mhm.
guards are. So that's my list. I gotta show Trey some love as much as I love Dame. I think Portland won those couple of games without him.
Mhm.
I don't think any of the guys that we mentioned, besides Philadelphia with Embiid, could have kept their team above water like that without him. So
Yeah, I like that. So my question to the viewers is, well, not question, more like a request. If one of y'all wants to do it and send us a clip, we'd appreciate it. How about you guys make a 2K teams with his top five and my top five, and let us know which one of them wins. Just simulate that shit
all
and let me
five
know.
point guards
All
on
five
one
point
team.
guards.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's fire. If somebody does that, bro, you to go.
Somebody, yo, if you do that, send it to us,
You to
bro.
go.
Well,
Send
we
that to
will
us, bro.
post it. We will at you. Like, we got you, bro. Just send
That's
that shit
lit.
to us. We want to see that. But with that being said, yeah, I like my list. Luca at number one. Like for what I said earlier, he's honestly he's MVP right now currently for me in my opinion. Steph number two because he's just been balling. It's just that his team's just not following him. Josh just a freaking nature in my opinion, bro. Like he's just crazy athletic.
Yeah.
Trey, I love the way Trey's been playing because like when he's like a shark, bro. When he smells blood in the water, bro, he just starts playing with his food.
Yeah,
Like,
for
he
sure.
doesn't go straight for the attack. He wants to
He's a
play.
dog.
And then Dame, been playing amazing.
Yeah. Big facts.
Yeah,
All
man.
right. Yeah. So that's our top 5. Those are the point guards in today's NBA. We'll be doing some more top 5 as we go throughout, just to kind of see the currents. We're gonna do all-time top 5s and top 10 lists later on down the line. We're just waiting for the right time to do that. We kind of want to continue to feel out this season because there's just so many storylines, so much shit going on.
Yes, it
Um,
is.
this episode wasn't necessarily too crazy. Hopefully you guys enjoyed all the segments. Again, with everything that we talked about, we got a lot of really good responses, especially
Hmm.
last week. Last podcast, we feel like it did the best. It's sitting at a good
Yeah,
amount of views, and we really appreciate everybody that's tuning in. And it just seems like
we
we're
do.
growing
Thank you.
every single episode. The last TikTok, bro, 2,000 views. We went up 80 followers. Like, that's fucking massive. So we really
No,
appreciate
yeah.
all of that, bro. Just to see the growth, it keeps us motivated, and it really puts a smile on our face knowing that the content that we're making is out there and it's resonating. So a big shout out to you guys for continuing to support us and tune in every week.
Yeah, we just seeing that support, like Andy said, it's amazing to see. We're happy that well the content that we are developing, something that we've talked about, and now we're finally doing it is actually being accepted and people are enjoying it. So that's great to see. Um, and like always, I'm gonna start saying this now because I've noticed that we haven't said it in the past few episodes. But if you had enjoyed our content, please leave a like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have an opinion on something that we said. Call bullshit on any one of us if you'd like to eat
Yeah,
too.
I dare you to call bullshit on me. I'll reply to every comment. I don't give a fuck.
But with that being said, again, rest in peace to the Green Power Ranger, my boy.
100%, man.
Um, and have a happy Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is this week, so Feast up, eat up,
Spend time with your families.
spend
Don't
time
be
with your
doing no
family.
bullshit. Don't drink and drive, kids.
Or the night before Thanksgiving is the biggest bar night in America, so enjoy that night
Yes,
and
sir.
just blow up your wallet on Friday. So with that being said, thank you very much. This is the conclusion of episode 5 of Pick and Pop. We've had a great time, and now we're just signing off. Peace.